Okay, so we'll call this video number 4, and this is the compartment over the wheels. This is all your leads for getting into the computers and whatnot like that. Used to use this a lot back in the first generation stuff, all the way up to about 204. That time I was pretty much of a guru. I could go out and do the Cat, do the Cummins, do the Detroit. Found a lot of, made more money on this one little piece here, to where you're going in and feeling your connectors on those Detroits. You find, intermittent problems, loose connection in the terminals. That was a good tool. So anyway, why this was an important tool. Battery tester, very important. Temperature tools, real important. I got a Load Pro in here. I use that kind of for checking sensor circuit, power and grounds, seeing the integrity on that. So that's battery tester. This is my amp clamp. Use that a lot. Very important amp clamp tool. So it, you can charge, check your charging, check if you got some power draws. Got a spare fluke here, a little basic one. But this is my bread and butter fluke. This is a Fluke 27. This is for, they use them in the mines. It's certified by the Mine Association. It's weatherproof. I work out in the rain, the snow. I drop this thing. I don't have to worry about moisture and stuff in there. And I've had them fall off my truck. I broke them, so that's probably about my 4th one. I get the heavy duty leads, use them. I do use this a lot. Lift gates, charging, starting. When I go out of the truck, if I got a charging, starting issue, first thing I do is pull out the voltmeter, carry it with me. And that way the driver knows that, hey, things are under control. So that's a very important tool there. Up in the long section, I've got some long tools. This is a planer blade. That's my straight edge. It's pretty straight. I use that. And then I use that. This long pick, that's pretty cool. This one here, this little long snap-on, I use it more for reaching starters, assist solenoids, and powering them from the positive thing. And of course, this hose tool, for the hose, the fan belts, serpentine belts, real important on Volvos and Freightliners. So I use that a lot. Then I got these open blower things here. So that's kind of the upper compartment. This is a little, these are connections for getting, there's a CompuCheck fitting, and that's for plugging in for all your testing. There's a fitting there for checking the DT466. This is my cup for putting in a turbo hose, putting clamps on it, put air regulator on, put about 6 pounds in there and check for leaks. And up in here is where all the zip ties live, tape measures. Down below, I did buy, recently I bought a set of 3/8 metric and standard impact swivels. See, one's, I think, gear wrench, and the other one is gray pneumatic. I have my electrical ice picks. They're here. These are all picks. There's some Matcos in there. They're about 100 a piece. Use those things quite a bit, really. Getting in, trying to unhook this plastic stuff on these new motors. That's my fluid thing for measuring depth. Here is what lies in the bottom. That's a Tecton 3/8 torque wrench. That's a 1/2 inch snap-on. I bought that in 1970. Had the snap-on guy check it. It's within 3%, so it's good. This is a hammer. When you change handles on your hammers, you have to be able to adjust the sights, or you get something like that. Last time I changed a handle on the thing, I hit that sucker twice. Here is my ratchets. My long-handled snap-on. There's your regular handle for it. This is cool. This is a long-handled 1/2 inch breaker bar. It's an old snap-on ball peen I've had for years. This basically just undoes Freightliner drain cocks on radiators. You can reach down there with it. It's a 3/8 breaker bar used now and then. That was $30 at Napa back when they were introducing them, so I grabbed that sucker. This guy here, man, we've been around for a long time. This regular ratchet, and I've used it a lot. The snap-on, this one, that's job. I bought that thing to for starters on Cummins, because there's just so narrow room between the engine and the truck frame, and you can't have anything that has any flex in it. So that snap-on, that Matco extension, that'll get those upper bolts on Cumminses where it's kind of covered over when you can't get to them from the top. That's just a Tecton breaker. That's my regular old snap-on breaker. This is the first flex-headed one I saw as a Matco. Man, it's cool. I used it a lot on bar and over Cummins engines. Of course, you just that, and then regular old Knipex. That is a spring tool for brake springs. I saw a YouTube guy with it, so I said, man, I'm going to make that. These are my most used punches. These are pieces of Kenworth frame rails. I used to had aluminum frame rails on Kenworth, so you had to take a skill saw and they take the blank flame rail and they cut it, so you had these pieces. Well, this thing has taken, this drives out wheel seals. It takes and installs bearings, wheel bearings, the inner race in the hubs when I got to do it. So that, and then it takes and does things, bearings that are kind of flat. This longer one here, that one gets used for putting the wheels back on the hubs there. You just get that under there and I pry it. It's just somehow just kind of perfect for putting wheels back on. And then my snap-on channel locks there. That was for U-bolts on trailers. And just kind of a assortment of different pry bars that a guy would use. So that is the stuff that is in the compartment above the wheel well. So I'm going to take you to another compartment here before we shut it down. So hold on, I'll be right back.